say.
Right. All right. I think we're live.
I'm always reminded him how handsome he thinks he is.
See if we disconnect again. I just want to wrap up the show, but you do get a good hour and a half without any issues. I'll say that much. I haven't had issues with the show.
Yeah, dude, no issues. You want an issue? Here's a tissue.
And we're back. Ready to wrap up the show here?
Dude.
I picked some final tracks here from Omerta, City of Gangsters.
Last night I wrapped up some turkey in bacon and broiled it, and it was fabulous.
That's great. You know who loves eating? Italians.
You're not wrong.
I'll tell you a little story. I went over to Wine and Spirits the other day. I had to help them close up because we had a cashier over there working Wine and Spirits. And there was a woman there from Mario's, that Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
I guess they had sold all of their Modelo and their Busch Light.
Wow, that's a weird... Well, I guess... But yeah.
And she was saying how weird it was, too. They ran out of Modelo and Busch. She said, imagine us, an Italian restaurant, sold out of Busch Light and Modelo.
Why would an Italian restaurant be, like, pushing Busch Light and Modelo? I feel like those are two things that just aren't Italian.
Boy, did she talk my ear off. These Italians are exhausting. I'm glad there's not more of them in this town.
Was she talking at you like this?
She was a little bit, and she was handing me stuff. Well, she was handing me a fidget spinner, which is ironic. She had a fidget. I guess there's a little 5-year-old entrepreneur 3D printing crappy Jacob's ladders.
Bro, I've been seeing that shit everywhere, and it annoys the piss out of me. 3D printers are just the most waste of time and materials.
And there's no 5-year-old entrepreneurs.
No, and it's all their parents fucking doing it. I don't know, man. I'm just saying, 3D printing is just, you're making nothing.
So I got a little fidget 3D Jacob's ladder thing. It is kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, for 3 seconds.
Yeah, I didn't buy it, too. And she gave me a free dessert next time we go to Mario's, which is nice.
Are you sure she wasn't saying a free dessert?
But my point was that these Italians are exhausting. I'm not sure if we're going to go to that restaurant.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't. If you're pushing Modelo and Busch Light at an Italian restaurant, besides Marco's is way better anyway.
Mario's in Dubuque. Well, check it out. A little plug for them.
Marco's
Let them know
is better.
David Collins sent you.
Their baked spaghetti, Marco's baked spaghetti is magnifique. I tell you. But extra cheese. Get extra cheese on that sumbitch.
It's springtime. We're going to get rain for another 5 days.
I know.
Which is great because then I get to listen to all the small talk. Now that the cold's done, and everybody can stop saying, ooh, it's so cold out, right? That little small talk.
Now you're going to get a bunch of sweaty fatties.
Trying to stay warm, a little that small talk. Now I get it's rain today. Oh, but we need it.
Oh, yeah,
every day. And no matter how it could rain for 7 weeks straight. It could be Noah's Ark outside. People would say, oh, that rain, but we need it, though.
You need to come up with a different thing that needed the rain. Because everyone's like, oh, the crops needed it. This needed it. You got to be like, yeah, the turtles really needed this. Or like something obscure, like, yeah, the earthworms are loving it.
You know who needed this? Your mother's fanny.
Yeah, your mama's...
You know how many iterations of that I went through in my head to clean that up?
I literally couldn't even let anything fall out because I was like, nothing is... That was as tame as you can get with that one.
I'm good on the radio.
Yeah. I'm excited because all this rain is going to push the water level up on the river, and it's going to flood. So then when the river recedes, there's going to be all these little pools along the train tracks. And me and my buddies, we walk along the train tracks with
You guys just go splish splash in the pool puddles?
Yeah.
Say wee!
Jumping in puddles, go wee! Wee! Oh, we go carp fishing with spears and bows and arrows, man, because
oh dear lord,
dude, the water will go up over the tracks and then it comes down, right? So all these invasive carp are stuck in these pools that they're gonna die anyway. And
so you go put them out of their misery.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. It's actually so much fun, dude. I'll have to bring you some pictures. The one year we had them, I was.
You won't just bring me?
You want to go?
No.
I was gonna say.
And actually, I've learned a lot about fish consciousness recently, and I've had a lot of second thoughts about fishing.
Carp. You know what carp are?
Right.
Yeah, they're an invasive species. They're bad for the environment around here, and they fuck shit up. So what we do is the DNR actually pay people.
I thought this was nice wrap-up music.
Yeah. But my neighbor actually likes smoked carp. He's the only person I've ever met that likes it. So now with all this weather, we're gonna get the fellas together. We're gonna get up some carp and smoke it up for him, make him happy.
Nice. You should pickle some up for me.
So
How about some pickled carp?
I've never pickled carp. Carp is really something people don't really eat.
You can pickle that.
I'll try it. I pickle a lot of stuff. I pickle deer hearts and shit. Tommy just told me last night about this guy online was pickling turkey hearts. So next turkey I get, I'm gonna pickle that.
Interesting.
I'm
That must be a tiny jar you put that in. Turkeys have tiny hearts. Heartless creatures.
No.
those turkeys.
My Grinch turkey's heart grew 7 times that day.
We have an interesting epidemic in the summer and the spring and the fall with young
YNs?
kids,
The YNs are out?
unfortunate kids out in the grocery store parking lot and other parking lots around the town selling candy bars.
Yo, for
They
their
come into the
basketball team
store,
that they don't have.
They buy candy bars and then they go out and they say, "Oh, we're trying to raise money for this person who's in the hospital. Would you buy these candy bars?" So they just try to make flips in the parking
Yeah.
lot. We got to go.
I mean, drug dealing on a smaller scale.
I had my first run-in again this season with those young
You had
kids.
to vamoose them.
They're a little, yeah, and they're officially trespassed now too. So we can call the cops.
Did they give you some
Which I don't
guff?
want to do. I just tried to negotiate with them, you know.
They
But
gave
those
you
are-
some
those are-
attitude?
Those candy bar kids. Those are some tough kids. Those candy bar kids.
We used to call them bottle kids back in the trailer park, but I guess they've advanced to candy bar kids now, huh?
Oh, they used to just threaten people with bottles.
They would throw bottles at you. They would claim that they're collecting bottles for the redemption, but then they just throw them at
Right.
cars and shit. Yeah.
No, they're flipping for $1, not 5 cents.
Yeah. I mean, well, fucking back then, man, a nickel was pretty nice.
Right.
I'm telling you, honestly. But
You could bite them.
yeah. No, so you wooden nickels back in the old west.
Back then.
Dude, when I was working at the hardware store in Colorado, whenever they'd come in and give me like a fucking thing, I'd always bite it just as a joke. Be like, all right, it's real.
A Chinese woman yesterday paid for her $5 ticket with two $2 bills and a silver dollar.
Yeah, what
And I
the
said,
hell?
"Are you sure that this is what you want to do?" I almost offered to cover it, but that was the only cash she could find.
Yo.
And she,
It's from her
but she
birthdays.
didn't. She did it unfazed. I really double checked it too.
Yeah.
In front of it, it's a $5 ticket. I'm like scouring this money. I thought she just handed me fake money.
Well, honestly, who the fuck?
And she's Chinese.
Yeah. Well, dude, I'm not gonna tell you this on air. I'll tell you this after we get off. This is fucking.
Not that means anything.
No, but.
It's just a colorful picture.
So those kids that were selling candy bars in your parking lot, you went out there and
Yeah, I have a kind of a relationship.
Told
with
them to kick rocks?
Yeah, there are a few young black kids.
they're YNs, dude.
I don't know what that means, and I'm not going to endorse that statement.
You know, all right, whatever.
But yeah,
So the YNs are there trying to hustle up on your gym. And you,
know,
said,
and they
"Yo, this is
refuse
my
to
street
acknowledge-
corner."
You say, "Hey, you can't be doing this here," and they refuse to admit what they're doing.
Wait a minute, they're trying to lie. You walked up, you said, "Hey, fellas, you can't be peddling your wares on my corner."
Yeah.
And they said,
And then
"Yo,
they'll go.
Pops, why don't you get out of here, vanilla face?"
No, they don't threaten me. Also, I carry myself fine. I have good posture.
Yes, you do. You're very tall.
People don't.
Mustache is pretty
And they're
authoritative.
young kids.
Authoritative.
I'm like the oldest person in the store.
No.
I'm like 30. Everybody else there's 24.
Whoa.
It makes it a little bit of a difference.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you came up to me and I was a YN hustling candy bars, I'd be like, "Get the fuck out of here, dude. What, you gonna move me? Move me."
Well, you're a thug.
Oh, man. That's racist now. They're thugs. They're thugs on the corner selling candy bars.
Well, we did it, folks. I hate a little interruption. That's so.
I don't know.
That's so
I would have
annoying.
went up and bought out their inventory and said, "All right, you're done. Leave. You're out of stock."
They bought it from us.
I know. But you gotta.
That's another thing
You have to
too.
kill 'em with
I don't want to
kindness.
put these guys in cages. I don't want to get the cops involved because they are buying products from the store,
Yeah. And honestly,
and they're not causing a problem in the store.
well, then who's the What's the problem? Who? Fucking Hitler told you to go out there and get them out of there?
No, I just tell them to leave.
orders?
The thing is, and I understand that now we can call the police, but I'm very on the fence. I do not endorse, taking away these people's freedom for such a minimal.
Dude, I'm a fan of juvenile entrepreneurship. Like, I carry $20 in ones in my backpack.
The deception, the fraud that they're.
That's a little different, and that's not.
They
that's,
can't commit
You know
fraud.
why that is. You know why that is. But I'm saying I'm out here buying lemonade and Kool-Aid and buying little bracelets from kids. I like seeing
Right.
that, dude. They're out there trying to make a buck. They're doing it. They're making an effort. They're not on a video game or something. I got mad props for that. And like in the other way, like in that situation there, yeah, at least they're not out there causing trouble or
If you
fucking.
tell me you have cancer, I don't believe you, and you're not getting my money.
They said they had cancer.
No, but somebody does.
somebody says
At
they
the
have cancer.
hospital. I don't know. I'm sure they changed the reasoning.
Well, I'm sure they're like, yo, free my cousin Pookie.
It could be for that. I don't know if that works well
He's
in Dubuque.
innocent, I swear.
It's not the area to try that one.
No. I don't know. I'm just saying, if they're going to be out there hustling candy bars, they better start shucking and jiving or something, because we got hobos out there that are doing the fucking springtime waltz for Hitler.
Right.
That guy's out there fucking getting it.
Boy, what a great show.
Yeah.
All right. Well, happy Wednesday, everybody.
Happy Wednesday.
We're going to be doing those pre-records for Drive Time David Collins soon.
I actually can't wait for those.
Good. I want to do a 6-hour, 4 episodes, an hour and a half, an hour and a half, an hour and a half, an hour and a half. My wife's concerned that that's too much, that's exhausting to the person trying to do that. But I think you and Todd and Dan, over the course of 6 hours, maybe we could cycle through it. But yeah, I'll just stop and restart the recording. That way we can do 4 separate pre-records.
If we did that...
But it will be very obviously a 6-hour extravaganza.
Right. If we did that, I'd like to do that somewhere like outside or somewhere that we could like smoke.
We could figure that out.
Yeah.
Because it's a record, so we could do it anywhere.
Yeah.
We just need the power.
And
we
honestly,
just need an extension cord.
We could do it out at my house. I mean, like, we could do it in the barn, dude. That'd be even kind of cool. I don't know, but I've got a whole hayloft in the shed, but we could do it in the backyard. I just want to be able to like smoke.
So stay tuned. If you want updates to David Collins things, watch this show.
Yeah, if you got any ideas.
And if you like the David Collins stuff, David Collins Show on YouTube.
DavidCollins.gov.
Boy, what a great day. I'm going to go see a movie today.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to go get her wedding ring soldered.
Whoa, dude. You really locking it in, huh? You're going to fucking weld it to her?
They shouldn't rub together. You know, over the course of years, it's going to cause issues. So
you guys shouldn't
we'll
be rubbing together. That's how she got pregnant.
That's true. Talk about that, too.
Let's talk about it.
Well, we just, hopefully we can avoid that for a while after the first.
Well, they say kids are like, I don't even know what they say. They're like, I don't know. Kids are like little bowls of sunshine. Once you got one, or once you pop, the fun don't stop. That's the phrase, right? That's what they say about pregnant chicks.
Never heard it.
Oh, I think that's Pringles.
You gonna say it?
Drive safe, drive hard, everybody.
We did it. Ooh, wrong mouse.
Beep.
That's what she said.
Yo.